Okay, so thank you all for coming. Here to tell you a little bit about InCampus.
Just go ahead and do
No,
the presentation.
it helps me get my flow. So InCampus is designed to address the fundamental problem that disengaged students are more likely to drop out. So the solution that we've developed, it's called InCampus. It's a unified interest-based student engagement network. What it enables students to do is connect to other students and other groups based on their interests, and to enable all those groups and organizations and the administration to communicate with each other. And also it's designed to enable the college administration to get very clear insights into exactly what's going on in terms of student engagement on campus. Now, here's how we do it. I'm not sure how to talk about this slide, actually. For students, InCampus will allow them to create tags of anything that interests them. It could be any kind of interest they have, or create new tags that other students can tag too, and they can join in and share their interests. They'll get customized recommendations for any kind of activity or engagement opportunity that might potentially interest them. They'll also have access to be able to see all campus events in one place, and potentially an RSVP for events and activities and so on and so forth. They'll also be able to create new groups for others to join, to create new engagement opportunities that didn't exist before, and also send invites and track RSVPs, and connect with new peers who share their interests. Let's see. Okay. So here's what what it looks like for the students. As you see here, there's the activity feed where this will be an ongoing feed where they're pushed information about what is relevant to them and what is going on campus. There's are you pointing something out to me? Okay. So what you see here is the student feed in which they're pushed information about their classes and information from the dorms and so on and so forth. One of the ways that we've built in here to automatically create instant student engagement is we've created a feature called automatic groups. So that means that when a student joins the university, they're given an email address, they can automatically be signed up for the groups that they would naturally be a part of. So it could be like an all-campus email from the president. It could also be by their major, by the year, by their dorm, by classes, or anything that the college selects as they want to instill it or create engagement.
And of course, these are for every college. Automatic groups are custom. Every college can create their own custom groups. And,
exactly. And we see it here in this particular student's news or homepage, InCampus page. You see these are the groups over here that are highlighted, the ones that they're automatically added to. They join a class, they're added to that list, where students can, as you can see, ask each other questions about potentially the reading or create study groups, and just connect with each other around their interests. We also have opt-in groups where students designate their interests. Say it could be about lacrosse or handball or any other potential interest, and they can receive news and updates and communications, or just outright communicate with anybody else who has designated that as an interest. So for example, this student, they could see that, you can see, yes, so these are the clubs that they belong to. They have opted into these groups. They can also, let me check the next slide. Okay, they can also designate their interests, as you see below there. They're interested in, let's say, local history, and let's say hiking. And there's 420 students who are interested in hiking. This student will be able to send a message via InCampus to anyone who is also interested in hiking. Say, hey, would you like to form a group, or you want to go for a hike? Most importantly, for the college administration, InCampus creates ways for students for the college to not only measure and monitor engagement, but also to make direct connections with students based on those students' interests. So with our simple message interface, the administration can send message to very specific targeted groups or interests, promote campus services, and also do some quick polling to find out some engaged student attitudes. You can see here on the message page, you can identify people by their interests, or you can go to identify their groups, and groups could be anything. It could be by their class or by their dorm or just by personal interest. And you can send very specific groups relevant information to help foster deeper engagement. You can also create message types, so alerts are for extremely important messages, and they would appear at the very top of the news feed, so no student will miss out on that. So for the measurement and analytics, we can customize your measurements to whatever is particularly relevant to you. You could, for example, see levels of or number of activities participated in by 18-year-olds versus 19-year-olds, campus-wide, and target your efforts to the least engaged students. You can also identify groups of students who have low levels of engagement and message them directly. Create customized outreach for students who are participating the least and therefore most at risk or potential risk for dropping out. The high-level features of this it's all based around the campus wall and pushing relevant notifications to them and creating events and creating groups and giving deep insights into what's going on really between the students and the groups and how engaged they actually are. Of course, it's built to enable them to access it the way they want to access it through by integrating with their mobile phones, their smartphones, Facebook, Twitter, and with complete security through campus identification. And of course, it's fully branded according to to make it fit seamlessly within the college's brand. It's a SaaS-based solution, which means that it can be that nothing needs to be installed on your system. So there's no IT difficulties. Basically, we customize it to the university. The university simply deploys it, and we make sure that it works continuously and flawlessly. And all you would need to do is log in and use the system. That's redundant. It's an on-demand system because in order to tailor this to the very unique needs of every university, in terms of their security needs and their administrative goals and the particular organizational structures, and their just particular interests in terms of what they want to measure and how they want to communicate, we fully customize it to you, and that takes about a total of 4 months. And of course, you don't need to pay ahead of time. We can set it up, and you can once it's set up, the billing starts. But of course, you can stop at any time. And the payment is very flexible on a per student basis. There's no long-term contracts. Once you get started, you can just cancel any time. And for the early bird pricing, it's instead of $2 per student, we're offering it at 50 cents per student. Still entirely fully customizable, and we offer yearly, monthly payment options. I think that's it.
Right on.